double coverage.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. Hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Don with the great man, Sauce. How you doing, brother?
Good, mate. Good. Sorry about the stuff up there, but I'll tell you what, my thing was lagging hardcore. I'm glad it's not lagging now that we're on stream, or if I am, let me know, Doma. I'll try to fix it up, but I'm good. I've been well, Doma, and yourself? How have you been?
I can never complain. Never complain.
Never complain.
Sport aplenty.
Little Ronnie's going well.
Yeah, Ronnie's going well. He's I forgot to tell you, he's almost he's crawling, but he's actually he's worked his way how to pull himself up now.
There you go.
So
you better watch
they usually say it's either they walk or they crawl.
Make sure you got your knives higher up in the drawer, mate. You don't want them getting into the.
I'm pretty sure though. I actually caught him in his playpen doing this the other day.
I can't wait for the day that you literally teach him to do that, and he just, on request say, "Come on, Ronnie, give us a sue, give us a sue," and then he just.
It's gonna be the best. I'm definitely picking my moment as to when I do that, because obviously he doesn't he understands, but he doesn't really understand. So now we sit and we watch, I put a cartoon on or something, like one of the cartoons we grew up with. It's usually Dragon Ball Z, that's on in the background or something, and we're mucking around in the playpen. You know what I mean? But eventually, when he's old enough to understand, I've got 916 goals that I've got highlights of that I can just play for the rest of his life.
1,000 bloody times.
Yeah, it'll be 1,000. Mate, we're not watching no cartoons. It's gonna be Ronaldo highlights, flat stick. That's it.
Brainwashed.
Oh, he's gonna be so brainwashed.
Absolutely brainwashed.
How you going, lads, in the chat? Adam, Global, Vinny.
Fellas, how are
Adam says, did you get one of those tough play pens or whatever? They got the little boxing bag, a basketball hoop, and soccer net. Well, funnily enough, I actually do have one of those. It's just not set up yet. I do have one of those.
Oh, yeah. Wait for him once he's walking around a little bit and can kick the ball. There you go.
He's going to learn how to do a scissor kick, mate.
Yeah, not a tricycle kick like Messi. Proper scissor.
Well, he's probably going to have to start doing a Messi at the beginning as a tricycle kick, but it's valid.
He's a baby.
It's valid. Yeah, exactly. It's valid when you're a baby, not when you're supposedly the best player ever. Fuck, whatever. Yeah, they're meant to be good. They are. Try and get the young one into some sport. Anyway, how's young Ronaldo over on your end?
Yeah, she's well. She's going well. Crying in the background, but that's all right. When don't they cry? Every daily occurrence.
Adam says, whenever I have a kid, I'm going to teach him the hand of God. Yeah, you can tell him who the real goat of Argentinian football is, mate. Exactly that guy right there. Anyway, we've got a bit on the cards, boys and girls. We've got NBA, EPL, NFL, UFC, and we've got some hobby talk. F1's done and dusted. Max Verstappen won the title. It's over. Wait and see in the off season what happens. But as you know, this time of the year, it is always a reduced podcast in terms of the content as things are finishing up. But as we know, between this time and February or before AFL comes back, there's always a zinger thrown in there, a worthy news, sports story, or card hobby story that comes in, mate, that just catches us off guard. So it is the silly season, so we'll stay tuned for that. But we'll start with the NBA source, because today's games were NBA Cup games. They were quarterfinal games. The first one we had was the Bucks defeating the Magic by 5 points, so they advanced to the semifinals. They will play against the winner of New York versus Atlanta tomorrow. And I don't want to speak for you, but I'll speak for you. I'm guessing you're banking in on Atlanta to beat the Knicks as your new favorite team in the East.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Jalen Johnson was out last game and they lost. So, maybe him being out, it's a bit of, a big out, and maybe they struggle against the Knicks, who I believe are all healthy. or they played all last game. So, yeah, look, interesting to see. Good to see a couple of different teams there this season. But yeah, look, the whole cup situation, it's grown on me. I think maybe it was too quick to judge it, but yeah, it does create that more of an interest, and teams play a bit harder, and you get some nice high scoring games, because obviously it's the more you score, especially in the group stages, the more higher chance you can have of ranking higher in the group and so on. So yeah, look, it'll be good to see the Atlanta win if they do, but I think the Knicks might be a little bit too strong, especially if Jalen Johnson's not playing. If Jalen Johnson's in, maybe a bit of a toss of the coin game. But yeah, look, the Knicks, they can be a threat this season if they can figure out their defense. They're giving up too many points at the moment, far too many.
And in that Bucks Orlando game, Giannis had 37 and Lillard had 28. Jalen Suggs had 32 for
28, and I think he put up 12 in the last quarter, Lillard, or something like that. So he was absolutely on fire.
Bobby Portis 20.
Right time of the game, and obviously I'm not sure if you've seen Doma. Chris Middleton's finally back.
I did say that.
A key piece, like, as much as you want to say, and his role will be reduced, but you know what? He did what he had to do when they won the championship. He was the number 2.
He played today.
He was the Robin, and now he doesn't need to be the Robin. He didn't. But he had 7 assists.
Yeah, he had no points, 4 boards, 8 assists.
8 assists. There you go. How many times did he put it up though?
Field goal attempts 2.
2. So probably wasn't even looking to score.
No.
But yeah, look, the Bucks. We'll say it again. If they can keep rolling on and stay free of injury, and they can work things out, maybe they can be a threat there in the East. The Bucks.
Oh well. On the other side source of the draw, we do have the Oklahoma City Thunder defeating the Mavericks today. This one
had a stinker.
He had a stinker. SGA had 39 in this game. Absolutely balled out. MVP? I think he is. Luka the Don went 5 and 15. Sure. Kyrie 7 of 14. Yeah, Luka wasn't great. So, at all. I'll tell you what, Oklahoma, they're pretty good. No Chet Holmgren. They're looking the goods with your boy, SGA. The game tomorrow is Houston versus Golden State. The winner of that will play Oklahoma in the semifinals. Your prediction, Houston or Golden State?
I think Golden State. They're playing well. Their defense is very good. I think they're top 5 in the league in defense. And yeah, I think they had a bit of a scare with Draymond Green, but he got cleared. They thought maybe he had a torn calf, but that was all cleared. He played the last game. I think he came off the bench. So he'll be back in a bit more of a full capacity. And yeah, I think the Warriors can get the job done over Houston.
Nice. Yeah. Other results, or not other results, standings, we'll just quickly run through them. And I'll throw a bit of a rumor at your source. Rumor mill says that not the Lakers, the Spurs are going to try and get LaMelo Ball before the end of the trade deadline.
Ooh,
the Spurs.
Okay. Well, they're not giving up Wemby, so they'll give up a whole bunch of other.
No, well, they want to partner Wemby with LaMelo.
It's not a bad trade.
Who they give? They got like Devin Vassell there.
Yeah, they got Keldon Johnson, Vassell,
Champagny,
Sochan.
You're not getting rid of. I don't reckon Sirhan's going.
Yeah, they'll try to keep him. He's like a Rodman, mate. He's like a Rodman. So
seen his green hair? Did you see his green afro the other night?
So I call him Rodman. And he rebounds on like him too.
He's a machine.
He loves
He's
to
a
get
good
his
defensive
rebounds.
player. Maybe put Chris Paul
Yeah,
in
that's
there.
an interesting one.
Chris
That's an
Paul,
interesting
back
one.
to-
That would
back to
be
Charlotte.
it would be a cool combo to see. That's for sure. LaMelo and Wemby out there together. Be interesting to see how that plays out.
Vinny says that. Vinny says that might help for 40% of the season when he isn't injured.
when he isn't injured. Yeah, well, that's the thing with LaMelo, right? He's always finding himself injured. So yeah,
A few interesting
let's see what happens
in the standings. Bit interesting. Oklahoma on top, no surprise. Memphis in second. John Moran said no more dunking, as we spoke about last week, and they're second in the West. Houston still in third. Dallas in fourth. Golden State fifth. Clippers in sixth with Kawhi Leonard back, I think, within the next 2 games. Denver seventh, Lakers in eighth, Minnesota ninth, Phoenix in 10th. Do you remember when everyone was posting that who's going to beat the big 3? It was like a month ago. Durant, Beal, and Booker, and they're in the 10th seed. Like, Kami Farm. You got 2 guys on that team that have achieved absolutely zero in Beal and Booker. Spurs in 11th. They're right there, the Spurs. They're 1 game out of the 7th seed. So Sacramento in 12th. They're also 1 game out of the 7th seed. Portland in 13th. Utah and New Orleans. They're finished by the looks of things. Over in the East, Cleveland on top. Boston second. Orlando's got some injuries, so expect New York to jump them. My Heat are in 5th, playing good basketball at the moment, so pretty happy with that. Bucks in 6th. Atlanta in 7th. Brooklyn 8th. 9th and 10th are Detroit and the Bulls, Indiana in 11th, and Philadelphia in 12th. Charlotte, Toronto, and Washington are the bottom 3 in the East. So it's looking pretty likely that Ball will be moving. Might as well get rid of him. Your franchise sucks. Just start again.
How many times? How many
start
times?
again.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
There was a video saying LeVar Ball, he was at the game and LaMelo was balling out and he said, help's coming. Does he mean, he's going to get help, or is help coming to the Hornets? Because by the sounds of it,
Is Leangelo going to Charlotte?
Leangelo. No, he's still playing for the Guangzhou Sharks, mate.
Probably.
Leangelo. He's still over in Lithuania. No, I think he's in the G League, actually. Leangelo.
Jordan sold
the middle brother.
And invested in NASCAR for a reason. Yes. Correct. Global made a comment up here. What the hell is a flex position in Supercoach? What are you talking about? I've missed this. All right, that's it for the NBA source. Unless you got any other...
No, not really.
Other gems in there?
The NBA it's going to be a bit of a slow burn until we start getting towards the end of January, and then the All-Star break, and it'll be good. Obviously, watch quite a bit of basketball over the Christmas holidays and that sort of stuff, which will be good. But it's a bit of a slow burn now. It's a bit of a slow burn, the basketball. Obviously, it's interesting because the trade deadline, which is do we know officially when that shuts? Is it? Let's actually find that out, Domo. Let's actually find that out. Oh, you're onto it. I can hear you typing away.
3 p.m. on Thursday, February 8th.
There you go. So February 8th, once we get to that point, then we'll know teams' final rosters for the season, and then it'll be interesting to digress that info and then come up from there and see how teams fare after that All-Star break. We know that's
what the hell is this?
Game time.
What is this story? Talk surrounding the future of Lakers champion LeBron James and what's next for the 4-time MVP seemingly won't go away. A report last year claimed Golden State, blah, 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 James. Yeah. With the Lakers struggling this season, Golden State in search of another superstar to pair with Curry. They reckon LeBron. What's this? Jimmy Butler. It's LeBron, CBA, Lakers, Warriors, Lakers, Warriors. No, because I saw Heat, Miami. Miami listening to Butler is a serious possibility.
What's this news source,
Reveal
Doma, that
Miami's
you gibberish you're giving us?
No, it's on Fox Sports and CBS.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
We
valid.
don't know how credible. We don't know how.
I'm not on fucking. No, I'm just don't know who we would trade Butler for from like Houston and Dallas. Not getting Luka the Don. So
Not getting Luca.
anyway,
It'll be interesting.
let's
Feb
get to
8th,
some EPL.
deadline.
Mate.
Yes,
Feb
a lot
8th.
of football
Stay
on,
tuned.
Doma, EPL.
Here we go, right? These
the
are some
Champions League.
cracking results. Palace draw to City 2-2 after beating Everton. They just fall back into their ways. Brentford defeat Newcastle 4-2. Villa defeat Southampton 1-0. Leicester Brighton 2-2. Bournemouth over Ipswich 2-1. Arsenal and Fulham 1-1 draw. Okay, not happy.
Can
All
I
right.
say them? Well, mate,
Chelsea-
I had a feeling
Chelsea-
because they beat us last season, and I actually knew it was a bit of a danger game. They've been playing well, Fulham, the last few games. So yeah, it was always a danger game. But we had enough of the ball. One of those games, Doma. You know, they got the early goal, which was a bit of a sucker punch. You know, we had all the possession, then they caught us on the counter and hit us with the sucker punch, and then we pummeled them for the rest of the game. And, you know, obviously they're going to have chances after that. Don't get me wrong. They're not going to not have chances, but we had a hell of a lot more chances. We got the equalizer and we just couldn't go on with it and get the winner. But yeah, credit to Fulham. You know, there's no easy game in the Premier League. That's just the nature of the league, right?
it's true.
It really is looking like Liverpool's title to lose. I mean, you know, it's still seven in front, I think, and a game in hand because their game got postponed against Everton. So yeah, look,
Chelsea's looking good though. Chelsea beat Tottenham 4-3. The story isn't really Chelsea. They're playing really well. I'll give them credit there. But the story is Tottenham fans turning on Ange Postecoglou. So, not good.
Mate, they were all very happy with him when they slapped City a couple of weeks ago. You know?
Do they not realise that it's not Ange Postecoglou and that their club is practically irrelevant even before he came?
He's trying to build.
Maybe it's a management issue.
They've got to give him time, right?
It's definitely a culture issue.
You know, and the best striker, you know, one of the best strikers to ever grace the Premier League leaves your team, and you don't replace him with another number 9. I mean, you replace him with Solanke. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, he's a gun, bro. He's a gun. Hey, the other guy there might be going, apparently.
Who? Son?
I don't know why. The rumor across the board today, and this is typical. Let me just preface this by saying every rumor ever relating to Man United or Arsenal is usually always wrong. So Son apparently rumored to be at United by the season's end.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, I'll believe that.
Walk out on captaincy? I don't think so.
Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. And we'll get to my game right here. Nottingham defeated Man United 3-2. God, man. Have you seen the highlights?
No, I
watched the game. I actually put myself through this shit once again, but Andre Onana, who's been amazing for Man United this year, had two of the biggest brain farts in football. It was actually embarrassing. The first one, the guy took the shot and he went the wrong way and he like slipped in the middle. It was like an easy save source. He just turned his body the wrong way and the ball just went straight past him. Straight past him. And the second one was he came out to punch the ball off a header, and then he pulled out, and the header it was like a lobbed header over him, and then he's like backtracking and it went into the opposite side net. when he could have just stayed in the middle. There was 2 defenders on the guy. He didn't even have to come out. It was actually a comedy of errors. It was so funny. It was so funny. And Garnacho is probably going to get sold as well, because I don't know if you've seen what he's been doing. I keep blaming Rashford, but I think Garnacho is a bit of the problem. Like at the end of games when he's not happy with things that within the club, if people are tweeting it on X straight away 30 minutes after the game, it's like between 30 and 60 minutes after the game, he goes and likes the comments of people bagging certain things in the game. It might be, oh, Amarin F this up, or they should have played you over Rashford, and he's actually liking tweets. He's done this 3 or 4 times now. So, see you later, buddy. You're out. If you're Cristiano Ronaldo doing it, it's a different story because you're actually carrying the team on your back. But the fact that he hasn't really done anything this year, he's pretty much cooked. James says you never walk alone.
Naive. It's pretty naive, to be honest, by Garnacho. He needs to pull his head in, have some solidarity within the club, I guess. A new manager comes in. There's obviously a new turn of the page in the book, and you got to try to put your best foot forward. Doing that is definitely not helping himself.
Hello, James, and hello, James. 2 James in the chat. Well, one's James, one's Jimmy.
Yeah,
that's Jimmy.
Never walk alone. It's your title to lose, mate. It's your title to lose, as I always say. You don't want to.
Garnacho, more like Gonacho. Bob Boozle, welcome back once again. He says, I've been Xing and liking X's on X all night. Anyway, United suck. And the last game was West Ham 2-1 over Wolves. Upcoming games just before Christmas too. Sauce. I can't believe we've got Christmas coming up in a few weeks. Oh my God. Arsenal Everton. I've just excused just my poor attitude change. I just saw the game this week for United. Arsenal Everton, Liverpool Fulham, Newcastle Leicester, Wolves Ipswich, Nottingham Villa, Brighton Crystal Palace, Man City versus Man United. Chelsea, Brentford, Southampton, Tottenham, Bournemouth, West Ham, and ladies and gentlemen, if Manuel and Sauce would like to pick their 2 jerseys, I will happily start sourcing a supplier to buy these jerseys for them because it's over. They're 2 teams. Arsenal and Chelsea are fighting each other for the second position, and we're trying to fight to stay in the top 15 at the moment. So we've got to play City. They've drawn once in how many games that they've lost? They'll play United and they'll just spank us.
4-1.
4-1. Yeah, fair call. Hello, Magda.
Magda, how are you, mate?
Champions League Sauce games this morning. Liverpool beat Girona 1-0. Madrid over Atalanta 3-2. Club Brugge 2-1 over Sporting. Leverkusen beat Inter 1-0. Aston Villa 3-2 over Leipzig. PSG over Salzburg 3-0. Bayern over Shakhtar 3-0. Draw between Dinamo Zagreb and Celtic. Games tomorrow morning are the relevant games. Arsenal Monaco. Dortmund Barcelona, Juventus Man City, and AC Milan versus Crvena Zvezda, and Atletico Madrid versus Slovan Bratislava. We should go to the standings.
Yes, bring it up, Doma.
This has been an EPL-dominated Champions League so far, but it's just loading. Sorry about that, guys. It's changed a bit. Well, it's changed a lot. Liverpool undefeated on top. with 18 points. Leverkusen in second now. Aston Villa in third. Inter Milan has moved up to fourth. This is the automatic qualification zone source. Brest, yep. Brest is fifth. Barcelona sixth. Dortmund seventh. Bayern's moved up to eighth. Some of these teams, Barcelona and Dortmund, have played 5 games only. Arsenal game in hand in 10th against Monaco. So it's one that you need to win, actually, tomorrow morning. Who else? Any other notable ones? AC Milan. Madrid's dropped all the way down to 18th. Yeah, not good. PSG on the verge of the relegation zone. Any notable teams in the not really. So,
it's creating some interesting results. The table format. Brest doing very well in the Champions League, not so well in the league. So a bit of a bizarre one there. In their league, they're not doing very well. But nonetheless, it's been a very, very interesting Champions League this season. And the game this morning, Atalanta versus Real Madrid, was a cracker, absolute cracker, 3-2 Real. That was a good one. And then I actually caught a bit of the end of the Leverkusen game where Leverkusen got the win, Doma, and not without controversy, Doma, because they got the goal late on off a corner. It was a corner came in, then there was a bit of a second ball, scramble play, and then they scored a goal. But the corner itself should have never been given, Dom, because they won the corner off a 1-2 give and go on the wing, and the guy, when he did the give and go and then went to go get the return ball, he got it, and he was actually offside. But they didn't. No. They let it play on. He cut back in, tried to cross it, got blocked, went out for a corner. Then they showed the side view and showed it was clearly offside. They showed side pan view. So the corner should have never been given because he should have never had the opportunity to even cross it in because he was offside. But it didn't get given. And after that happened, not like after the goal went in, but after that initial play and they won the corner, the Inter players were going off at the linesmen going, "What are you watching? What are you doing?" Like, he was offside. And then they've ended up scoring from that corner, funny enough, and taken the win, Leverkusen. So, Inter Milan copped a bit of a rough end of the stick today. But, yeah, they should still be all right. I think that's the first goal they've conceded in Champions League this season.
It is. They've scored 7 and copped 1. The other interesting one, Liverpool on top, have scored 13 goals and copped 1 goal.
Yeah, Liverpool's defense this season is looking very good.
James says United staff aren't getting their Christmas bonus cut to a £40 voucher. Need to save money for Garnacho's salary. Magda the Magnificent. That's a good one, Adam. I like that. Magda the Magnificent. James says breast are 5th, tits are 6th. All right. Let's move on
this show.
Moving on, just to the NFL results. Bengals beat the Cowboys. Kansas City beat the Chargers. No surprise. The Rams beat the Bills 44-42. Absolute cracker. Bills scored 3 TDs in the last quarter to defeat them. They outscored them 21-6. And they still lost, sorry. Rams held on, sorry.
They just held on. I was going to say, no, the Rams.
Yeah, sorry. 49ers defeat the Bears 38-13. Seahawks over Cardinals. Dolphins beat the Jets in OT. Thank goodness. Vikings over Falcons. Saints over Giants. Eagles over Panthers. Steelers over Browns. Buccaneers over Raiders. Jags over Titans. And Detroit over the Packers. Upcoming games. That's round 14. We're up to round 15. There's not many left. 49ers, Rams, Panthers, Cowboys, Browns, Chiefs, Texans, Dolphins, Jags, Jets, Saints, Commanders, Giants, Ravens, Titans, Bengals, Cardinals, Patriots, Broncos, Colts, Lions, Bills, Chargers, Buccaneers, Eagles, Steelers, Seahawks, Packers, Vikings, Bears, Raiders, Falcons. Very nice.
Yeah, not many games left. How many games are left in the season?
5 rounds.
Okay.
And James says Josh Allen is winning the MVP. Oh, we'll have to wait and see what happens there with the Bills
Off
Mafia.
to see.
So, all right. So, I'm going to throw it to you for some UFC.
Yes, UFC Doma on the weekend. Was able to watch the card, a bit of it. That was the last few fights. UFC 310 over the weekend. It was an absolute cracker. We'll run through the prelim card and give the results. You had Brian Battle defeating Randy Brown, Movsar Avalov defeating Aljamain Sterling, Vicente Luque defeating Themba Gorimbo. Themba Gorimbo loses with the submission. But for the Wally of veteran Vicente Luque, Dominic Reyes defeats Anthony Smith with a KO in the second round. And then on to the main card, you had Choi Do Hoi defeating Nate Lodware with a KO in the third round. Bryce Mitchell defeating Kron Gracie with a KO in the third round. Cyril Gane getting the decision over Volkov, which was, look, a bit of a robbery, if you ask me, Dom. I watched that fight. I said, Volkov's won this. He dominated it. And Gane got given the win, and there was a bit of controversy. Dana White even agrees that Volkov was wrong done by. Said he'll make it up to him. Had a bit of a chat to him when he came out of the cage. So, tough loss for Volkov to take, but nonetheless, Gane gets the win. And then you had Shavkat Rakhmonov defeating Ian Gary over the 5 rounds in a decision. Dom, this fight impressed me. Like, obviously, I knew how good Shavkat was. And he did enough to win this fight. Gary maybe also did enough to win the fight. I don't think it was as close as maybe it wasn't a robbery. Like, I'm not saying that Shavkat should have not won the fight, but Gary probably did enough to nearly win the fight in a way. He defended well. He landed a lot of strikes. Probably made me more impressed with Ian Gary's game. Took this fight on short notice, Dom, 3 weeks or 4 weeks to save the card and come on and put on an amazing show for the fans. Went the distance, 5 rounds. Both guys took big shots. Both guys tried to submit each other. It had everything. It was a great fight, probably in my eyes, fight of the night. But Shavkat gets the win. I thought he'd submit him, but he found it a lot harder to submit than maybe he thought he would be. Gary's ground game is a lot better than maybe people are giving him credit for, I should say, Doma. So watch out for Ian Gary. Like I said, when he was coming up, and we'll see, he's never really faced someone. Well, he faced someone really, really good, and he just got beat. So that's a good sign for him, if you ask me. It's a very good sign. It's not like he got knocked out or submitted, went the distance, lost on decision. Alexandra Pontoya defeats Kai Kasakura with a submission in the second round. Nothing competes to the UFC, Doma. Kai Asakura was fighting over Japan, dominating everyone over there in the MMA organization, absolutely pummeling everyone. Comes over versus Pontoya, gets submitted in the second round. It's just a different ball game in the UFC. And
he's
Pontoya,
already had three title defenses.
Yeah, who knows what's next for him? Like, there's no one else in the division that can beat him. So let's see what happens. This weekend, there is a card, Doma, and it's an absolute cracker. It's UFC. It's on ESPN. It's Colby Covington against Jalkin Buckley. That's the main event, welterweight. It's an absolute cracker. And then the co-main event, for a fight night, and Cub Watson against Billy Quintero. You got Manuel Cape against Bruno Silva, Vitor Petrino against Dustin Jacoby, Adrian Yanez against Daniel Marcos, Navallo Sterling against Tukos, Tracy Cortez against Miranda Maverick, it's not Ian Gary. He came in from submitted in. Ian Gary was supposed to fight Jalkin Buckley, but he jumped in on that. So here he is, literally headlined by Colby Covington, Jalkin Buckley. That's an absolute cracker. I can't believe that's on a fight night, to be honest. That's nearly good enough to be on a main event pay-per-view card. Maybe not that. Obviously, not
Probably.
the main
Yeah,
event in the
yeah,
pay per
just on the
view,
main card.
but yeah, on the main card in the pay per view.
That's a
But
cracker.
nonetheless, this weekend UFC tune in from 2 p.m. the main card, from 11 a.m. the prelim card. Make sure you check it out.
Is that Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
Might sit back and watch it.
Yep, just
Tune in.
free there.
Free there. Watch Colby. All right, Sauce. Let's get into some hobby talk. First and foremost, we've got our giveaway. And to be honest, there hasn't been too much reception, and that's good for people that have liked it. And
Yep,
the less that are involved, the better it is
more
for
chance
all of
you
you.
have it winning.
So here it is. If it wants to come up. Here it is. Is it up? There we go. So all you need to do, is like the post, this post right here. So like this post, follow us on IG, which most of the people that like the post do. Tag 3 people and then join the broadcast channel. The link is in our story, or you can go right over here on our profile page and click on, it should be on the thing. I think it's because it's on the desktop. I think it's because it's on the desktop.
Click on the link on our bio. We'll take you to a link tree, and then you can join the broadcast channel directly from there. I believe, Domo, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if you I don't think you can do it because it's on I'm just showing it on a desktop. But if I go to double coverage on my phone, on my personal account, you can click on the it comes up with the broadcast channel just under here. You can click straight on it.
Okay.
And you can go straight into it.
Straight into it from our profile. Don't even have to click the link. It should be right there when you go onto the profile. And that will obviously let you know when we go live and other things and other silly things that we share in there and post. So
we're going to be a bit
amazing.
More active
the
on
more
that
people,
next year.
Yeah, the more people that join, the more you are kept up to date with the shenanigans at the Double Coverage podcast, and obviously anything that catches our eye, we try to share it in there. And the occasional, I will drop the occasional bet every once in a while, and gamble responsibly, obviously, ladies and gentlemen. No, I try to. I do put a few on my WhatsApp community here and there, but yeah, I won't plug that on the show. Join the broadcast channel.
Definitely.
What's this, Doma?
Next one on the list, Source. Lewis Hamilton, first F1 driver to have a card sell for $1+ million, breaking his own record of 900,000.
So that's essentially his first order and probably his most rare autograph card.
So this here, Source. Buyer and seller would like the exact sale price to remain private. They agreed to allow the fact that it was a 7-figure sale and the largest ever sale of a Formula One card to be known to the public. This guy's definitely taking the piss. Card as skies. Didn't even know there was an F1 trading card. Mate, there's a Hock Tour trading card, so there's definitely F1. Bob Boozle. That's why I brought up the comment. I'm glad you said it. I have sold the card to myself. We could have easily done that. Pulled the card, sold it for private $1 million. Then someone comes out of the woodwork and goes, "I'll pay 1.1." You inflate the price yourself, and then actually sell it. But anyway, it's a good story.
Yeah, look, we've always said about the high end, there is a bit of manipulation and games that go on, and you just, I don't know. It just makes you worry. I mean, you do hear some good stories of people pulling banger cards and selling it and making bank and so on. But in this case here, where, you don't know who the buyer is, you don't know who the seller is, you're just told it was sold for 7 figures plus, just trust me. Yeah. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. That's what it's all for. Like that's what that is right there. Yeah. It's like me telling you something and say, yeah, just trust me, bro. Just trust me.
Bob Boozle shenanigans.
That's about all it is, yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
We've
But
also,
if that's the case, good luck to the. If it was actually the case, good luck to the seller.
mate, I'm telling you, Sauce, there's been some absolute banger Leaf cards come out. You might not know who this is, or you might know who this is, but the greatest card I thought never could exist until this. 2024 Leaf Metal Pop Century, the Rizzler.
You're joking.
No, I don't joke.
The kid from TikTok.
Yes, the Rizzler. The Rizzler, the GOAT. I got to get a GIF of the Rizzler. Andrew, pasta alla vodka. I'm cooking for him tomorrow night. If anyone wants to know what that means, I'll divulge that information. Yeah, he's coming over to tell me how good the Brisbane Lions are.
It's priced properly, at least. You're talking about the Rizzler? Yeah, $10. That's fair enough for a Rizzler. It's probably going to be a 50-cent card in
now,
the near future.
The next one's the next one. This one is deliberately for Magda. I'm stepping in for Julio. I'm not sure if you watched the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, but the biggest story that came out of that was not the fights. The undercards were okay, but the biggest story that came out of it was the ring girl. So
there she is. Sydney Thomas, the ring girl from the fight.
That's a Magda special.
There you go, Magda. There's one for you, mate. $74.99.
So you got the Rizzler.
Don't get any residue on it.
So you got the Rizzler, and you got the Kurds card care special. Bob, if you ask me for that card, $75, that's cheap as chips. So, oh, geez, I tell you. I'm just going, anyone else in here that they've got? Web exclusives. We love the exclusives. I like Leaf. Leaf do some good things. The Rizzler. There's Rizzler autos. $30 for a Rizzler auto source. We missed out. Rizzler, Hawk Tour.
The resellers are onto it, mate. The resellers are onto it.
Yeah, nothing
the bots.
else special.
The bots got it, mate.
Nothing else special on you. Anyway, the Rizzler. The GOAT. All right. Next one. And we're going to get to your story. I got to bring this up because you know how we love, there's always these freaking new products coming out from Panini and there's this and that. Look at this one. I don't know. Topps Midnight Bar. Well, this is a Topps product, but it's called Midnight Basketball. How good is this? I'm just going to zoom right in on it because it's unlicensed.
I don't even know what to say about this.
Look how good that is.
Guys, I'll just tell you, stop giving him your money, man.
Look how bad
Doesn't Panini do a set like this already? Like some neon
Look how bad
set?
Look how bad that Curry card looks. I'm not even going to bother going through the checklist, but I just wanted to show you all that.
That looks
this
terrible.
card should say no ball instead of night ball. It should just be blank and say Joel Embiid. He's never on the court. It's his rookie card. This is the best.
Yeah, I wouldn't be buying that set. Does it tell you how much the boxes are? Or
oh yeah.
What are they charging a box? 500 a box. You're taking the piss. That's ridiculous, man.
This is another one of those products that we mentioned on this show that the Oracle told us when everyone was jumping up and down over Topps Mercury Wemby, that there was still another 4 Wemby products coming out before the end of the year to get more autos. Yeah, the stock might be a bit different and not as good, but what he was trying to say is just going to keep saturating the market. Frank says buying 6 cases.
Smart move. That's a really wise choice, Frank.
Well, you might as well. Why not? It's Wemby rookies. Embiid John Cena edition. Bootleg Tops is expensive. Imagine the license stuff. That's exactly right. This card is so bad. Because, look how bad it is. I can't get over how bad that looks. That's horrific, man. Now let's get to an actual product that's worthwhile.
Not good. Not good. It would be interesting to see how much better the design is once they've actually got the license.
Yeah,
or
well,
is
you
it
hope
just going to
so.
be even worse?
Fuck, you'd hope so. National Treasures WWE. This is a Panini product. Tiffany Stratton, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Scarlett. Is that all we got for the preview? December 20, it comes out. Autos. Shawn Michaels, Liv Morgan, John Cena, Hulk Hogan. It's got everyone in here. I don't think there's Rock Autos in it. No. There you go. Another WWE product. We showed Flawless the other week. I think last week.
Yeah, boxes. I mean, once again, everything's slowly creeping up. I mean, WWE was probably like a more affordable at one point, and slowly now it's starting to creep up with its popularity, and things are getting more expensive. Those immaculate boxes are quite expensive, so just do whatever you want, ladies and gentlemen, but rip with caution and never
National Treasures.
never rip away any money you can't afford to lose, because essentially it's gambling.
National Treasures could use a design refresh, kind of stale, but I like the big patch. Yeah.
Yeah, big patch was nice, but yeah, you're
I'll take
right.
the auto. Global says I'll take the auto and stick it on the Wemby no auto card from the Topps product. And then you can sell it on eBay.
Auto.
No, well, you can sell it on eBay and say found the auto.
That's a good one. Found the auto.
Fuck.
Oh, that's classic. Absolutely classic.
Absolutely rubbish, man. There's actually another. Is there another? I'll just click on this quickly. There's a Paddock Pass. What the hell is this? Another F1 product. If you want to get ready sauce for the Star Jordan.
No, I've got that.
I just want to quickly just bring this up. Topps Paddock. Oh, nice. Autos. Hello. Okay. Beam teams. Okay. Might not be a bad product source. This came out on, what's today's date? Comes out on Friday or Saturday here. What to expect? One aerodynamic, blah blah blah. What's the breakdown? Cards per pack 8, packs per box 16, boxes per case. Set size is 80. Ooh, autos. Albon, Alonso, Hamilton, Leclerc, Norris, Daniel Ricciardo. Beam Team autos. It's pretty good. Co-signers. So dual autos. Piastri Norris is a nice one. Interesting. All right, I'm going to throw it to you, Source, if anyone's interested in that.
Speak to me. All right. Star Jordan. Doma, you know I was on about it. It's just, it's nuts. Yeah, the true rookie, right? And we mentioned to people a while ago, we were like, you know, why wouldn't you buy this rookie card? And it went up and it shot up in price. So, you know, we'll have a look. We'll click the PSA 9 and you know, there's only one PSA 9 sale, and that was May 20th, 2024, and that was $925,000 private sale. You know, verified by card letter. Got to trust in their judgment on that verification. You know, for us common folk here that don't know the true story, you got the BGS 9.5, no sales data, and then you've got the BGS 9s. You know, a few more have been sold, but around that same time, what was that? May this year, we had June. There was 132,000 sale. And then another one in August, 144. This is for the BGS 9. And then you had a 146,000 BGS 9 in November 16th. That same card is now back down to 103. Most recent sale on December the 7th, BGS 9. So it's dropped a measly $43,000, if you don't mind.
I just want to know what the next comp on a PSA is going to be, because there's no way in hell a PSA 9 is $1 million card.
There's no way the PSA 9's close to $1 million card, right? Then you got the PSA 8.5s. There's a few in the market. Last one sold September the 13th, so that's not relevant because the BGS 9 just sold most recently. You've now got the let's go BGS 8.5. The BGS 8.5 back in May was close around. Well, here we go. May 43,000. Then August 45,000. August 17th, 65,000 around then. Then it went up to as high as Doma, the BGS 8.5 on September the 28th, 79,000. Today, currently, one sold on December the 7th at $40.26 thousand. So it's down 50% discount from its high. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you're in the market for one of these cards, buy one, I guess. Or don't. I'd probably. I know it's a tough one. I know it's a Jordan rookie, but if I had $40,000 to spend, Doma, I'd find it hard to want to spend it on this card. Personally, I'd rather buy some Jordan autos or buy some Kobe autos, and I know it's not their rookie, but to me, just a nice auto patch card just hits so much more than this boring ass rookie card, which is his true rookie. If you
but the thing is, there's no history to this card. I know people talk about history, but this is like nowhere near a Mantle or a Honus Wagner. These cards,
right?
It's nowhere near. There's no history to the card, man. I don't care what anyone says.
The BGS 8 top sale was August 30. That was $48K. It is now down to $26K, December 9th, the most recent sale. So these sales are all recent. So that's why I'm saying it's done its run. We've seen it. It was the Star Jordan. Every content creator was talking about it. You had Mr. Hello himself, Lemon Wilson, pumping and dumping him, and I shouldn't say dummy. He's on record. He says he hasn't sold. If you didn't, Jeff, you're a lemon, because once again, you missed your opportunity, buddy, mate. Right? You should have sold and made your money. I didn't sell. It wants to seem like, well, Jeff, you got to make up all the money that you fucked up on Will Greer with, sell the card and get it back, right? So yeah, look, I just wanted to bring it up there that. How many times have we seen this? And the Star Jordan's just another one, but we've seen it with a number of cards. Doma gets in the headlines. It's all over YouTube on the content creators. It's all over Instagram, TikTok on the content creators. It's getting pumped. People get FOMO. Few sales go through. that probably are a lot more than they should be. And then when the dust settles, it all comes back down. And, funny enough, it's, as I said, the BGS 8 sold back down at 26K. The last time it sold at 26K was, 24K was back in May before it had its run up, in August, where it copped a bit of a run up, the BGS 8. But even then, if you go, if we, I've only got 2 years of data here. If I go back to all-time BGS 8, if you were like when we talked about the BGS, this card back in 2019, 2020, when we told people that this was the card to buy. Doma, if you listen to this show back in 2020 and you decide to take our advice and buy a BGS 8, you would have bought it for $4,850 and you would have sold it to some lemon this year for $45,000. So not a bad hold. I mean, if you could afford to hold $5,000 for the space of 4 years, I mean, it even got a run up before. It got a run up into 2021, and then it all came back down, and then it's got another run up. So, you would have had another opportunity. The thing is, after the first run up, it didn't get back down to $5,000. It only got down to 17K, and then ended up running up again to $45,000. But nonetheless, just if you're in the market for these type of cards and you listen to this show, if it's all over the thing you're seeing, don't buy it. Like if it's all over the social media, if it's all over the YouTube content creators, or you feel like you're missing out and it's going up in price and you're never going to afford one, just wait, because it always comes down. It's just always comes down. It never stays at that pumped, hyped price. It just never does. Think about Zion cards. If you want to have make a Zion collection now, I mean, you're literally paying 1/6 of what you were paying back when he first got released. Yeah, and I'm not sure if Wemby's going to be the same, but I would think with the amount of Wemby cards that are out there, he will die off eventually.
In 25 years' time, if there's another run up in the card market, people are going to be fighting over unlicensed and licensed Wembys. That's going to be the discussion if he turns out to be an all-time great.
Yeah, true.
That's going to be the biggest problem. Bob says, think people caving on the Star Jordan so they can buy boxes of Topps Midnight for Christmas. Adam says if it was Metazoo, it would be $1 million. If it was a PSA 4. How can the Fleer rookie PSA 9 only be 20K and the PSA 9 star is 100K? Because
it's not his rookie.
It's not his rookie, the Fleer, anymore. All right. Beckett slabs, gross, high grade 1980s cards, gross, highly faked, reprinted cards, gross. Still kind of a grail for me, says Bob. No, it is a grail card because, lo and behold, what we always said on this show from day dot, isn't the first card of a player his rookie card? That's what we kept saying on this show. Isn't that his rookie? Nah, it's Fleer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but it's not his first card, the star. What are we talking about? Just because it looked better aesthetically.
Once again, more market manipulation.
Don't buy the Rizzler right now. He's too hot, bro. Yeah, the Rizzler's a machine,
away from
mate.
the Riz.
Maybe you buy it now. You have to buy it now because they might be putting the Rizzler in Leaf Metal going forward. Pop Century, yeah. You might just be. So that's pretty much it for the run of the mill for the show. But we have good news, ladies and gentlemen, and I will announce it because if I announce it on the show, then we have to hold the two other people accountable. But the Round Table Christmas special has been locked in. Get it ready. Get a pen and paper. Put in your calendar. Sunday, the 22nd of December, 10 a.m. We're rolling.
I think we got to set it in. We got to make sure it happens. So then I can, the week of, meaning this Sunday, I can set up an event, not an event, but like a premiere on YouTube, so everyone can know. Over the next week, if they go on YouTube and they happen to scroll past our channel, they'll see Sunday morning we are going live with obviously the Messiah and Dan the Card Man to talk all things hobby, and we'll discuss topics that we'll talk about over next week in our little group chat, and come up with a few ideas and stuff that we should go over, and then we'll just go over it. We've also got some packs and stuff to rip, as someone was kind enough to send us. So we'll obviously mention them and rip some packs. And you never know, with the what we hit in the packs, we might just give it away as well. So there's that. So join in. There'll be hopefully some giveaways that we've got. And don't forget we're doing the Christmas giveaway. So if you're not in that, what are you doing? We brought it up at the start of the show. Bring it up again, Dom. Do you have it again? Or do I need to go find it?
No,
bring it up.
I've got it.
He's got it. He's all over it.
And the positive news at 10 a.m. It'll be 6. I think it's 6 a.m. Russian time. So all our Russian followers
will be on board, mate.
All the subs, they'll be on live.
Russian bots.
Wants a load.
Here we go. There it is.
There it is.
Christmas giveaway. Make sure you're in it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not much you got to do. You got to go. You got to like the post. Join the broadcast channel on YouTube. On Instagram. And then you got to tag 3 friends. And if you share it to your story, you get an extra entry. So, to get one entry, you got to do the other things and share it to the story. You get an extra entry. And we'll randomize. What we're going to do, and I spoke to Doma about this, is we're going to ideally, like it's a whole case, right? And I'll be honest with you, we don't want to get stuck with a whole bunch of shipping fees, but we do want to give away the best cards. So essentially the 10 best cards in the case will go in a snake draft, and the top 10 people that enter will obviously get, reversed order. Number 1 will get to pick whatever card they want, and they'll get to pick that card out of the 10 best cards in the case. And then, there will be 9 cards remaining and 9 winners. So on. And number 10 will sort of just get left with the card. It may be that crap of a card that they may just say,
at the moment,
we'll donate it. We don't know, but we're trying to avoid not ending up with a $250 postage bill, which is if we give away all the cards.
There's only 9 people in the giveaway at the moment.
There you go. You're guaranteed to win something. So, ladies and gents, what are you doing?
The 10th spot will go to double coverage.
Double coverage. So, are we doing a sack cards? Are we going in our own break, taking the cards?
Yeah. Oh, when we're ripping this together live, if we have a hit, I'm going to do backyard breaks. I'm going to put like a Pokemon card in there. If we hit this got mixed in.
You just fumble off camera. Just fumble off camera.
Positive says, did you buy the case from your sports bet winnings? No, we got it. We actually won it in a giveaway ourselves. We just haven't ripped it for a year.
Yeah. We just thought we'll give away the giveaway.
Most people don't have 3 friends to tag, says Bob Boozle.
Tag 1 friend or 2 friends. We won't hold it against you.
We won't hold it against you, mate. Just get in there. Share it around. The more people in it, the more interesting it is. A lot of the people that have been tagged haven't tagged them, other people. So it doesn't mean if you get tagged, you're in it. You got to actually go comment. But anyway, it's early days. We'll keep pushing it out there. We'll see who's keen. But by all means, I'll tag Doma and Sauce, my friends. Yeah, you can tag us. It doesn't matter. The T's and C's doesn't say you can't tag us. So, mate, you got a whole case. And I'll be honest with you. Frank says, can I see T-scan it first? Well, you know what, Frank? I'll be perfectly honest with you because I was about to say, I actually have not cut this case open to see if there's actually boxes in there. It's heavy, like this, but I don't even know if there's Panini, what's on the label.
Rip it open, G.I. Joe cards.
Can you imagine? This is not even a publicity stunt. Can you imagine if that happened?
I feel like we should just plant it, just for a laugh. And just, oh my God. G.I. Joe cards.
Yeah, you might find some Coles Builder cards or something in there.
Plant it like
Woolworths
Logan
code.
Paul
Do you
did
think
to get millions of views on YouTube.
they had it X-rayed and the box is a dud? Man, how embarrassing would that be if we opened it? I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be embarrassing on us. It'd be embarrassing on the person that gave it away to us. Really. I've already started typing my complaint email to Dan. Isn't sports car radios finished? Aren't they? They're done, aren't
Are they
they?
still going? I don't know. I thought they had their last stream. Maybe they were.
That's one of the topics for us to talk with Dan. What if I want you to hold it against me? Oh my God. We've lost the plot in this show. Anyway, another episode down. Many more to come. Keep living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Dom with the great man source. It's double coverage. Peace.
Don't
It
forget
might
to
be a
like and
box full
subscribe.
of lemons.
Possibly. Maybe that's what you win if you're number 10 on the list. Box full of lemons for Christmas.
It's from the garden. It's fresh.
Yeah, beautiful. From the neighbors. I'll just grab them over the fence. Beautiful.
And you'll know that we pissed on the tree.
The cat. He's got a cat. You would have pissed on the tree. Peace out. Like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports. Double coverage.